see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, yeah.
So this is the house right here.
Good morning, Thibodeau family! Kevin, Nina, Sierra, Kevin Jr. and Kyle, wake up and come on out here!
This morning when we walked up the driveway, we were held back while the design team went to the door. I didn't know what my emotions would be, but as I listened to Ty grab the bullhorn and say his good morning to the Thibodeau family, I could see through the trees and the silhouette of a little girl rush out into Ty's arms. At that time, I guess the emotions took over, and I could just really feel what it was all about, and all about what we've done the last 6 weeks, and from here forward was all about that little girl and helping the family.
Sweet family.
So we just surprised the house. The family went fantastic.
Yeah.
Right? It's that scary moment where, we're out here in the middle of nowhere and you think they've got to know we're here. You know what I mean? You come up with this caravan of cars and it's like, really? They don't know, but they're inside and they
don't.
No,
no
they hope
clue.
for it so badly, but it just seems like such a big thing that could never happen to them. They've had such disadvantage that you think this is the one thing that's not going to happen either.
And also, when we were driving up, I was thinking, we're out. Look how far out. Like, in their heads, what are the chances of us showing up here? You know what I mean? In the middle of this remote area. And we're here, and it went really, really well, and they're really excited. You could see the relief. I think.
Beautiful family.
I'm definitely surprised.
Yeah.
Parental relief. That's all of mom and dad hope for, is for her to get better. And this house is one of the things that's causing her to, be sick.
Well, today we're going to start by taking out the road and widening it, so a two-lane road so we can get larger trucks to pass each other coming in and out. We're going to build a loop around a tree so we can, once they get in, we can offload the trucks and then also get them back out of here. These trees are probably going to come out and then we'll start building the new house kind of in front of the existing one. So.
Guys, I want to introduce you to a very important group that has waived all of their fees and pulled every favor that they've ever acquired in their years of business to build you guys a home. And it's these ladies and gentlemen from Signature Homes. Please introduce yourselves, guys.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Hi. Kyle and Clint.
Hi,
I'm Brian.
Clint,
Oh my goodness, we are excited. And who are you? Kyle, nice to meet you. Who are you? Hi. Nice to meet you. New York City? It was great. Yes. I'm Brandy. Brandy. Nice to meet you. Congratulations. Thank you. What a day, huh? Oh my God.
It's kind of a second chance. We've been so overwhelmed with the medical bills and everything else that, we never had a chance to really save money to fix up the house and whatnot. And the house will be fixed now. So it's just like starting over.
It's so not real yet. The whole day has been just crazy. So many things good, and just trying to grasp it all. What kind of people are they? That takes a special somebody. It takes a special person. The whole community is hugely involved.
And since you guys are the stars,
I haven't met most of them. So I think that's part of us in South Dakota, though, as a community. Living somewhere in a large city, you may go unknown. Something like this happens. Communities in South Dakota pull together in smaller areas.
Would you compare this to a Christmas? Is this like a Christmas?
This would be better than a Christmas, I think.
Why?
Because we get the new home and we get to go on a nice family vacation pretty much do what we want.
For the last months, we've been wondering what, is it going, is it not going to happen? Is it going to happen? People talk, speculate, but who could have imagined all of this? This is unbelievable. Unbelievable how many people, and everything is so organized. I can't believe it. It's so good. I don't know. You're so happy. You just want to cry and smile and everything all at once. It's great.
Still kind of hard to believe, though. I can't see us on TV or with a new home or anything, because we're not a very lucky family.
He was good for a couple of years.
When these guys asked you to get involved, what was your first reaction?
We thought it was a great idea. We're just really happy to be a part of it. That's our main concern here. A lot of the different suppliers, there's a lot of national accounts that are taking care of a lot of this, like Weyerhaeuser and Owens Corning, things like that. But Scott's Lumber, we're donating a ton of lumber for this thing too, also. But it's a great event here going on. So
it's an honor to be here. Be part of this. We're loving it. We got a great team that we're going to be working together, and we have confidence that everything's going to be going well.
That's right. So take the hill. All right.
What does your schedule say we're supposed to be doing?
3 miles. Not fun. Not having any gas.
That's something called freezer. Well, you kind of get the first big fun event here, don't you?
Yeah, we're pretty much the first people in because we got to build the road and we're going to be wrecking the house and digging the basement. So it's kind of a really fun thing to do. And
I thought it was just a fantastic deal. I mean, like you say, we were pretty much in right from the start and thought it was a great thing for the state of South Dakota and for the family. And
it was a project that we thought we'd want to get involved with. We've been working with Signature Homes for a long time, and they're a great group of people, great company to work with, and something we wanted to do because kind of wanted to give back just like everybody else,
Oh yeah, I want to buy a home from you.
Wow.
If I can get y'all to back up.
Suggest if it's not safe, just tell me it's not safe and we can't do it.
Okay, can't do it.
Because you know what works best with the equipment. And then if the other
Nyla's mom is over there. Nyla's mom. She was telling me his granddaughter was in the hospital. What was that, Cliff?
You'll back off, you'll do that, and I'll go push it over next. When it starts coming over, we'll try to get as big of a mist as we can.
Right now, yeah.
Fred's just
shaking.
That's good. That's nice the way that happened.
I can't believe this. It's so unbelievable. It's a miracle. It's a dream. It is. It's the start of a new world to them. I mean, we've been through so much this year, and now their lives, it's like taking a turn. It's taking a turn for, it's going to be good. It's going to be okay.
Usually it starts with, well, the neighbor got the builder in town and they all got together because we all know you guys. And these guys didn't even know you. Doesn't that blow your mind?
No, I was born and raised in South Dakota. This is the kind of people that live here. I mean, when you ask them for anything or to help, or I've helped a lot of people throughout the churches and things, and they're always there. I mean, how do they keep coming back? This is the strongest, the backbone, one of the greatest states in America.
And I've met so many people today that I'll say, well, you know, how do you know them? And they don't, because I didn't recognize them, and they're just people that wanted to help out.
It feels great. I mean, I'm just glad to be here. It's kind of an emotional deal, you know. I mean, to be here and be able to start someone else's life over for them, you know.
You want to keep actual deadlines?
Out 1.4. Out 1.4.
You know, you say yes first, then all of a sudden you see the schedule and you go through trying to find mixed designs that work, and it does get interesting. Took a lot of people to get it ready, and hopefully everything goes well. The family needed something, and we were hoping to help out, and when they asked us to help, it was my brother and I and my dad just sat down and said, yeah, let's do it. Pretty neat.
Well, it always makes you feel good to help people. I mean, it's that simple. I mean, if you don't have a good feeling about helping people, and whether it's something to do with your local church or something on, obviously this is a nationwide scale, and I mean, if that doesn't give you a good feeling, then somewhere along the line you missed something in growing up, I think.
The marks on this side. This side.
Oh, it's been great. I was here yesterday morning for the Braveheart March and got to see the personalities. And it's just really exciting, you know. We look forward to it for the last month and a half, and just really had no idea until we got here. And everybody's just excited about it, and it's going great, and everybody's having fun. I think that's the important thing.
Cool.
And it's for a good cause.
We were very secretive with our workers initially obviously because of all the considerations, and then once we gave them the green light and they found out what they were a part of, the energy at our plant just exploded. Guys worked after hours, put extra effort. Everyone was really excited. We'll probably have some people coming today to volunteer from our facilities in Britain, and once they actually knew what they were a part of, it was like a whole new energy level. So.
we were just excited that Clint came to us, gave us the opportunity to be able to sponsor the VIP tent. It's an opportunity for us to bring our clients up here and show this exciting thing, and also to be able to celebrate such an awesome thing for the family and a well-deserving family is the way I understand it, and we're just excited to be involved.
Tell me you got good news.
Okay, great. Better news than I ever thought. Yeah.
Really? $60,000!
A lot of excitement. They're wondering how they can help out. We just announced to the staff yesterday that we were chosen to be a partner with Extreme Makeover and Signature Homes. We're going to have a $50,000 match out there to help with the medical bills for the Thibodeau family. And we're hoping that that'll generate a minimum of $50,000 from the community. Our staff have already said they want $10,000 towards their Gene Days donations to go towards that, so that's $60,000 from our organization.
The spirit in the part of the world that we live in ever amaze you?
Oh, it always amazes me. I mean, we have such big hearts in South Dakota and such a giving community. And whenever there's somebody in need, it seems like we have people that'll step up and help out.
Yeah, we take those. Turn those in. Yep, we get those.
It's very quiet. Yeah,
Explain
I've
it.
talked to Brian and Clint, and I said, I've never been on a set that's been this just calm and harmonious. It's like a ballet of construction going on. But the bizarre thing is that everything is on time. This house is coming together. And I'm used to seeing contractors are like, get it done, move it, go up, get the scaffolding, we need the stonework, hurry guys, hurry. And you're like, everyone's sort of anxious, and men are piled, one on top of another. There are probably a third of the amount of workers here that I'm used to seeing. And this house is still on schedule. And it's still, it's beautiful, and it's not missing any details, and it's still an elaborate, customized home. But Brian and Clint, they just, they're those leaders that just have their presence known by just standing kind of quietly behind you and reminding you what you need to be doing. They let their guys do their job without barking over their shoulder, and it's been peaceful.
It comes from the top. I mean, if Clint or I are flying around, within a few hours, everybody's flying around. So if we can just kind of maintain and then pump them up a little bit when they're starting on their downhill, that definitely will reflect across the job. So.
It's going to give them the opportunity to not worry about what's going on. They've always been worried about it, how they're going to pay this, how they're going to pay that. They've talked about it at work. If this doesn't happen, how are they going to get through, how they're going to fix the home so that Sierra can live in there. And it's good for them. Actually, it's been kind of amazing. I don't recognize any faces, and I know quite a few people around from the community. I've lived here in Brookings for 13 years, and I've seen very few, maybe one or two faces, but the rest have been all strangers, and yeah, it's awesome.
Well, it's kind of an amazing place. I was sitting in there eating lunch, and you kind of watch a bunch of these younger kids that come in there that are like pouring the concrete or whatever, and they're eating fast to get back out there. They want to be involved with 100% of the project, and now you can really understand is what they were talking about before is how you can get caught up in the whole moment. It's pretty cool. It's all for one cause.
Excitement. Everyone's been in a really good attitude about it. Everyone was thrilled to get up here and get it done. We all left Sioux Falls at 4:30, 3 hours ahead of schedule so we could get started, help the sheetrockers or whatever. Everyone's been in a really great attitude. It's pretty much a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for our guys. We're thrilled to do it. Actually, I don't think anyone could ever anticipate doing this with a drywall career. I have papers who've taped for 30 years and have never seen anything of the sort. You come outside, everyone's around working hard. It's a pretty exciting project to be involved with.
This distance right here is not the same as this one. We got back to the inside, and the drywall is made up another hour and a half. Things are shifting back and forth, but I'm really happy with the progress. You know, the subcontractors have been it's been unbelievable what they've done for us. I mean, every one of them. I can't say enough about the subcontractors. They stepped up to the plate. They've done exactly what they said they were going to do, and not one of them has not shown up. Or when we called them to, step up the time frame, yep, we'll be there 2 hours early, and they're excited to get here.
It's got to be hectic for them to be here every day. You know, we just got one piece of the puzzle to try to get done, and they got to try to keep everybody going. I don't know.
What's going to be the big reward for you in the end when you're done?
I think it's probably seeing the family and stuff when it's all said and done. See what kind of reaction they got to it, I guess. And, yeah, it'll be nice to look at it when it's all said and done. And we got a fireplace inside to do tomorrow, and it'd be nice to come back Wednesday and just see the finished product. I guess everybody's time to get the landscaping in here and everything. Everything dolls it up. It'll look neat when it's all said and done, I think.
Come on, Scotty, swing it.
How's your crew feeling about this whole deal?
I tell you what, everybody's excited. Everybody's just very happy that they can help a family that is deserving of this. And the people that aren't even painters, people that we know have volunteered, very excited to help them. And everybody's anxious just to get here, to start working. It's just incredible, everybody's feelings, and the way they want to help everybody.
I have a great time. This is the best job in the world. And it's okay to goof around. There's a time when we have to buckle down and, get our job done, but let's all have fun. We're out here doing a great thing. There's no reason to not have a good time. I have to say that wherever we go, people they just want to help. They watch our show, they see what we do week after week, and anybody who can be a part of it seems to really come forward and just say, what can I do? Everyone here has been fantastic. We haven't had one guy who's like, usually you get a grumpy guy, what have you. There hasn't been anybody, People are just working seamlessly together in there, and it's great. The volunteers are great. The crowd's been really lovely, and I got no complaints, and that's not a normal thing.
Of course, you're always trying to help people out. You know, I do work for the church and that, and I guess I kind of consider it something along the same line.
Just being able to help somebody out, and the challenge is there. You know, being able to, can we do it? And I can't take all the credit for it. I was fortunate to get a lot of other carpenters that don't normally work with me to come in on this, since we don't normally need to do a house in one day. So we were able to get them to come in and come on board, and that would help out tremendously with this project.
You kind of found in asking others to help you that it's been South Dakota's kind of special that way? People are just always willing to chip in?
Yeah, it was. I had virtually nobody tell me no. They said absolutely, you know, when do you need me? So I was very impressed when I started making phone calls to other carpenters, and they just got on board right away without any questions.
Everybody was really enthusiastic about it. You know, we had a meeting and they asked us if we'd all like to participate, and everybody jumped right on the bandwagon. I don't think anybody said no. It's a tear-jerking show. I mean, anybody that doesn't shed a tear when they watch that show is unbelievable. I mean, it's just a fun show to watch, but it's a moving show, and it's something you're really proud to be taking a part in. Yeah.
Our vendors and subs have organized themselves extremely well. It's a shock, to be honest with you. I mean, we knew they would step up, but everything is coordinated very, very well. It's cool to see. From staging to on-site to everything. It's really going well.
It's probably one of the most exciting experiences of my life. It's a 2.5-week process for me. I meet with the builder for just over a week, and then I build the house in a week. And in that process, it seems like I start from a seed and go to a full-grown tree. It's absolutely every emotion mixed into those 2.5 weeks. I get to meet people at the beginning, and by the end, I feel like I'm their best friend, or we are best friends. It's a wonderful experience.
It all makes it all worthwhile in the end, I imagine, when we turn this over, see their faces, and to give them a break in the world. It seems like they have a tough time one after another, and I'm just honored that Clint and Brian gave us the opportunity to help them out. And like I say, this is a heck of a nice thing that you could do for these people.
I had been praying about what I am supposed to do in my life and to make a difference in somebody else's life. And I had been in a car accident 40 years ago and lost my mother. And I have had a hole in my heart for 40 years. And I could never get rid of that hole in my heart. It was an ache and a pain. You know, I called a friend and she said, "Did you win the lottery?" And I said, "No, it's better than that, because no money could buy and take away that pain that she just did. And I can't take away her pain, but maybe I can, paint something that would be good."
My original thought, very original thought, was to create a maze in the cornfield. But the corn belongs to the neighbors, so we decided we didn't want to do that. And then I thought about replicating the concept over here and doing a maze. First I thought with bushes and landscaping, and then we thought about doing it with fencing and putting some corn attached to the fencing. Then Michael thought about it might be nice to do a heart because of Sierra's heart condition, which I liked. And then we kind of decided not to do the fencing, and we went back to the softscape, and this is what we have.
So what are we going to see in here when it's all done?
It's going to be some privets, some nice bushes and hedges that are going to be filling in the spots that don't have stones and rocks right now, and the stones and rocks are the actual walkway. So now what I'm going to do is actually going to test out some pieces that I had made that go in the center of the heart to make sure that we have enough room for it. Because if we don't, then we have to do another change.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes.
Well, yeah, actually a lot better feeling about it now, so we're getting there. So people are kind of seeing the concept of it now. So
Is this one of those kind of projects where when you get into it, you realize it's probably not the monster you might have thought it would be once you get here and you get going?
yeah, I mean it's, we do this as a typical thing, and with, like I said, with the guys and the manpower that we had to do this, that it wasn't overwhelming for the work that we were doing. So it's going to be exciting to see who we did it for, and that's going to be pretty overwhelming probably for that.
I have not seen it.
I was honored. It was great to have the confidence from Signature Homes to ask us to be a part of it, because they knew what kind of timeline they were going to be under, and they needed people to do the work that could accomplish it, and I felt honored to be on the list.
As you guys pulled up, the house is fairly near to completion. Kind of amazed knowing that this was a hole in the ground on Friday.
Well, I was here on Friday, and I was absolutely taken back when I drove up today to see how far it came. I mean, it's an amazing process. Got to pull from there, go over to there.
And then she comes over and rounded up all her people in.
Okay.
They were. Are we waiting for the window cleaners till we send those cleaners in?
They're waiting until their scheduled time at 2 o'clock.
To me, I've been here since Friday, and seeing everybody work together as a team, it's going very well. I've seen this in Arizona when we were there in the wintertime, so I know a little bit what takes place. So, but otherwise, overall, I think the contractors, Signature Homes, are doing very well on this project. I think we're Midwesterners, and we're enthused about it, and to see a family come together and a family that deserves a house like this. We're proud of it. This is probably being 40 years in the business, this is probably the most exciting business or landscaping that we have done.
That's saying a lot.
That's, yeah, it's a milestone in our business to be a part of this.
Pretty good.
Good morning! The thing is that you guys will all have this. Everyone who worked on this house who had their hand in it for 5 minutes will always have that. You know, that you did this. And that's what's really cool. When you reflect back, we do it all the time. We talk, oh, remember in this place and that place, and you know, we're gonna hit every state the next 2 years. We have, you know, we have a great time, and I think everybody feels really fortunate to be a part of it.
I'm excited to be working on it. Feels pretty good to help somebody out.
How about the rest of the guys on the crew?
Oh yeah, yeah. The two guys I got with me today, they were real excited to come up here. We were here Friday too, so same guys were with me here Friday, and they were excited about it.
It is the home stretch. You know, up till this point, you've had a lot of anxiety because there's a lot of things going on at once, and now everything just seems to be lifting off your shoulders, and a sense of ease and calmness is coming over me, and I can just see everything getting finished up, and I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Excited for tomorrow?
Oh yeah, I'm excited for Reveal Day. That's you know, I think Braveheart and Reveal Day is probably the biggest part of this project, and it's I think it's gonna be a lot of fun and emotional.
It's amazing how quick you can pull things off. There, 24 hours is a long time. You can get a lot done. If you have a lot of people and there's a little bit of a focus, you can actually do a lot.
And for all of these people that have been here all week long, you get very focused on what your mission is, whether it's putting in the HVAC, you're in charge of painting, you're in charge of cabinetry, whatever, you're focused on it. And then when you bring that family home, it just, for a moment, you know what was asked of you is done, and then you get to relish and enjoy watching that family and know that your hand was on that wall, that your hand was putting that door in, that your hand was, you know, putting the flooring in. And it's a feeling that you'll carry with you for the rest of your life, without a doubt. It alters you forever.
You know, when you do this over and over and over, you have a different approach. You really tap into these people and tune into to who they are and why we're here. I think that's the bottom line, is to know why we're here. And for everybody who works, no matter what they're doing, if they're driving that tractor or drywalling or whatever, as long as everybody knows the story of the family, I think that's part of how it gets done. These guys have been great. You know, they're out here and they're being a part of it and they're working. They're not sitting in a trailer and, you know, this is their baby. It's their baby. We just make it look good for TV. That's what I say.
It's perfect. And if we were to go through and pick what we wanted, it would probably be an identical match.
So as a mom, to know that her life is going to be better because of this, is that the biggest part of the whole deal?
That is the sweetest part of the whole thing. It is. It is the, that comfort of knowing that she's going to sleep all night tonight. And she's not going to go to bed crying because she's afraid she's not going to wake up. She's going to go to bed with security that almost everyone has. No child should have to go to bed scared that they're not going to wake up breathing. And I am so looking forward to that. That is the best thing.
This is something that they have always needed to keep me healthy, and now that they know I'm safe, I'm sure they're really happy.
Tell me what you were thinking when the bus drove away and you saw the house.
I was thinking, this can't be true. This has got to be a dream. it just doesn't. It's awesome.
I was surprised, and then I was glad. I was just glad that it surprised me.
It's like state of the art. Me and Buddy like we're in the basement because if tornadoes come, we have our rooms. That's what I like. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's like Christmas came early for us.
You folks have been unbelievable. We really, truly appreciate everything you've done for us. I know everybody's lacked a lot of sleep, and we've kind of looked at each other cross-eyed periodically saying, what are we doing? But we actually pulled it off, and Clint and I could not do it without the great staff from Signature Homes and everybody in the room.
Wow, what a week. It's been quite an experience. We started last Wednesday with just a few people on the set, and as we moved towards Friday demo day, I could feel the energy and the togetherness of our community. It's been a great experience working with all of you, and we really appreciate your support. We put South Dakota on the map.
There's a lot of people that have put a lot of heart into this project, and obviously for a really great reason. They're kind of looking for something to kind of do something philanthropic or charitable, and this thing almost like came out of nowhere, so to speak. And what a gigantic gift they've been able to be a part of.
I mean, it's incredible. I mean, I look at it, and it just gives you a good feeling about life and about people and the community, and it's just unbelievable what people are doing, and not just what they're doing, but I think they're so enthusiastic about it. I mean, everybody's excited about it and feels great about it. It's just a pretty neat thing.
It's quite a lug to pull, and when you have 3 children in a rural area like this, and the size of the bills that they've been stuck with, it's quite a burden. We're able to help, makes you feel good.
Somebody showed up one night with a grandfather clock. One of the restaurant companies showed up at 8 o'clock Tuesday night as we were hauling the furniture in with a popcorn maker. I mean, it was just, it just amazed me that with a thing that giving and wanting to be involved in this project, it was an honor to be here and to see all that and be involved in that.
But this bag represents a gift of a horse from a family up northeast South Dakota, and I said, you have to talk to Mom and Dad first.
A horse for her?
The surprises today of the scholarships and the money donated and the presents they donated and services donated. How could it not be a new start? I think this is going to be amazing. I look forward to watching my kids play in the house and play in the backyard and grow up, you know? I do.
A big thank you to everybody who worked on this house. A big thank you to the vendors, to the subcontractors, to the trade partners, to Signature Homes, to all of their families for allowing them to take this week, quote, to build a home for a family that desperately needed it. When this family comes home, they may not know your names, but when they walk through that door every day of their lives, they're gonna know your hearts and your souls. And thank you, and God bless.
All these subcontractors, who probably aren't going to get the notoriety,
Correct.
were sort of the unsung heroes in this whole thing, weren't they?
That's correct. All the subcontractors are the individuals that made this project possible. We were just the orchestrators of it. We just, schedule it, put it together, and we left it in their hands to do their part and get the house built.
It creates a lot of fun stories for the guys, and that creates memories basically for forever, and then there's no doubt, with the family, what you've changed their life. They don't understand right now what they have. I mean, because they've been, swished all over the place basically, but it'll eventually sink in, what actually took place and, those types of things, and I think they'll really appreciate, what everybody did for them. So
They can't express enough how much I appreciate everything they did. And I really don't know how to say that. And I don't know how to show how much I appreciate what they've done.
In the sky are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, singing, "How do you do?" They really say, "I start.